I want to share some important things that will help you stay connected. Communicate often, especially in times of failure and discouragement. This shows your complete acceptance of each other. Verbalize belief in each other, in your abilities and your worth. Make sure you share your needs for one another and back it up by sharing with each other your fears, your failures, your needs, your dreams, and your discouragements. Notice and praise each other for the things that you do for one another. Share at times when you can both listen and appreciate your transparency. I'd like to repeat that because it's so important. Share at times when you both can listen attentively and appreciate your transparency. Be willing to help each other through difficulties in each other's lives. Be patient and realize that nourishing and cherishing is a lifelong process. Ryan, do you give yourself to Mariah in a relationship of love until death do you part? Mariah, do you give yourself to Ryan in a relationship of love until death do you part? Ryan, at this time, will you present your written vows?
Moment I met you, I knew that my life would change forever. Since that moment, you have filled my life with such joy and laughter. You've seen past every front that I put up and every facade I used to cover up my every imperfection. So as I stand up here today, I ask myself, what could I possibly give to a woman who has already blessed me more than I could ever imagine? So Mariah, I vow to give you myself. Everything I have and everything I am for the rest of my life is yours. I vow to love you as Christ loves the church and pour out the fullness of myself for you. I vow to do everything in my power to protect and honor you all the days of my life. I vow to lead you as I am led by the Lord, and to live and lead through example. I vow to love you as long as I live. But most of all, I vow to prove that love with every action from this moment forward. For you are my beloved, and I am yours. I love you.
Mariah, this time will you present your written vows?
Ryan, you know me all too well. You know that I'm a true romantic. You know that amidst everyone else, I tend to live in my own little fairy tale world, truly believing all my dreams will come true. From the moment I saw you walking my way as I waited for you on the little wooden bench, I knew my life had changed forever. The fireworks went off around me just how I'd always dreamed it would happen, and I fell in love for the first time. The feeling of falling in love overwhelmed me with depth, passion, anticipation, fun, and warmth all at once. From that moment on, I knew what the most amazing part of my future would be, and it was you. When I look at you, I see the very best parts of you. I see your kind heart. I see the love you have for others. I see the fire and passion you have for sharing the gospel. I see the strength that will hold me when I'm weak. I see the smile that will light up my world every day with love. I see the tenderness that will love me during every phase of my life. And I see the dad who will tuck our children into bed at night. And most of all, I see the man that I'm proud to be mine forever. Today, as I take you as my husband, stand by your side and sleep in your arms, to learn with you and grow with you, even as time and life changes both. I promise to laugh with you in good times and struggle alongside you in bad times. I promise to respect you and cherish you as an individual, a partner, and an equal, knowing that we do not complete each other, but complement each other. Ryan, you are everything that I have waited and prayed for my entire life in the Lord, and I promise to love you with every part of me for the rest of my life. I promise to kiss you passionately every day, to hold you when you hurt, and to do my best to love you in the ways that you need most. I promise to honor and submit to you, just as the church submits to Christ, to pray for you every day, and to trust you to lead me where the Lord has called us. I promise to love and care for our future children the best that I can. I promise to stay young at heart for you forever, to dream up the craziest adventures for us, to drive you crazy, and to be your very best friend. As our lives take off and we experience the high times and the low times, I promise that my love for you will never change. I promise to always be the little girl on the bench who fell in love with her British Sharpie first. I love you.
Present your name. Because of Ryan and Mariah's faith, their choice as their first act as a married couple is to participate in communion. Communion is an act of participation in the relationship between God and man. And we do this as a reminder of God's faithfulness in his relationship with us. I wanted to talk very freely about communion to both of you. And earlier today in my time as I made the communion bread, I thought richly about the connection between the bread and your lives. And the bread and the wine or the grape juice that is presented today is very similar to your lives that you're about to, the journey that you're about to embark on. And communion is much like the bread, and as you make it, there's different ingredients that goes into that bread. And that bread is just like the gifts that God has given each of you. And as God begins to knead the bread of your lives and intertwine your lives, it's a beautiful thing. And sometimes it gets messy, and that's a good thing. When it's all ironed out and God is done kneading your lives and bringing you together with all your gifts and all your abilities, he puts you in the oven. Sometimes that's a great thing. Other times it's not a great thing. But when it comes out of that oven, I'm reminded of scriptures like, taste and see how good God is. And when you use your gifts and abilities to encourage, when you let the fruit of the Spirit arise in your life, it's good. It's like honey on your lips, and it's beautiful. As you partake in communion now, make this real between your lives. Allow God to knead your lives together and make your promises before Him. Are you ready?
Yes.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Ryan, you may kiss your bride.